The crowd expected music, lights, and celebration, but what unfolded was absolute chaos. At the center of it all, 50 Cent, Remy Ma, and Eazy. Witnesses say the tension was so thick. You could feel it in the air before a single word was spoken. But no one expected what came next. Die publicly humiliated Remy Ma, leaving her shocked and speechless on stage. And that's when things took a wild turn. 50 Cent, who was never one to back down, erupted in fury, charging straight at Eazy as the audience gasped. Phones went up, cameras rolled, and within seconds the incident was trending worldwide. But what really happened that night? Why did Eazy dump Remy Ma in front of thousands? And why did 50 Cent lose control in a way we've never seen before? Tonight we break down the betrayal, the rage, and the shocking truth behind the viral moment. The hip-hop world has always been full of drama, but nothing could have prepared fans for the shocking chaos that unfolded when Eazy publicly dumped Remy Ma for 50 Cent to explode in a way no one expected. It all began with the swirling rumors about Remy Ma and Eazy. For months, whispers floated through social media, blogs, and fan pages about the two being more than just collaborators. Some claimed they were seen at late-night events, others spotted them at private dinners. But because both stayed silent, the truth remained buried beneath speculation. Fans dismissed it as gossip until the shocking public scene proved that something very real was happening behind the curtains. Remy Ma, known for her resilience, had faced her share of scandals before. But this time, the drama was different. She wasn't being called out by haters, rivals, or even the media. Instead, it was the man she was rumored to be involved with. Eazy decided to make his move in the most humiliating way possible, on stage in front of thousands. The night started off like any other concert event. The crowd was electric, waving their phones in the air, chanting along to the music. Remy Ma was performing with her usual energy, owning the stage, and fans thought they were in for an unforgettable night. They had no idea just how unforgettable it would be. Mid-performance, the atmosphere shifted as he appeared, walking confidently onto the stage and grabbing the microphone. At first, the crowd cheered, thinking this was a surprise performance. Cameras flashed, fans screamed his name, and everyone was ready for a collaboration. But then his tone changed. Instead of joining Remy, he turned to her and delivered words that silenced the entire arena. Reports claim his voice shook the crowd when he said, "I can't do this anymore. This ends tonight." The audience gasped, unsure if this was part of the act. But as he continued, the truth became undeniable. This wasn't a skit. Eazy was publicly dumping Remy Ma. The cameras zoomed in on Remy's face, showing her stunned expression. Some fans shouted in support, others booed. The energy in the arena quickly turned chaotic. Social media lit up instantly with clips spreading like wildfire under hashtags like #RemyMa, #Eazy, and #50 Cent. But the story didn't stop with humiliation. Escalated into an explosion. In the audience was none other than 50 Cent, a man who has never been shy about his opinions, rivalries, or his loyalty to people he respects. When he witnessed what Eazy had just done to Remy, something in him snapped. He jumped from his seat and stormed toward the stage before security could react. He was already climbing up to confront Eazy to face. The tension was magnetic. Fans held their breath, phones raised high, capturing every second. 50 Cent's voice boomed through the venue as he shouted at Eazy, calling his actions disrespectful and cowardly. As he fired back, refusing to back down, and within seconds, the two were in a heated verbal showdown that nearly turned physical. Security rushed in, separating the two men before the scene could spiral completely out of control. But by then, the damage had already been done. The world had witnessed a deeply personal betrayal and an eruption of raw anger in real time. Backstage, whispers swirled. Some insiders claim that 50 Cent was furious because he's always considered himself a defender of the culture and someone who doesn't tolerate public disrespect, especially toward women he respects. Others argued that his rage had deeper roots, possibly a hidden rivalry with Eazy that had been simmering long before this moment. Fans were divided. Some praised 50 Cent for standing up for Remy Ma, calling him a real one for stepping in when she needed support. Others criticized him, suggesting that his explosive reaction only fueled the drama and overshadowed Remy's humiliation. Meanwhile, memes and clips of the incident flooded the internet, ensuring that the chaos became a viral sensation within hours. But beneath the surface, the questions grew darker. Why did Eazy choose that exact moment to humiliate Remy Ma? It spontaneous, or was it a calculated move to send a message not just to her, but to the entire industry? And why did 50 Cent react with such unfiltered rage, risking his own reputation? To make a point, this moment wasn't just a messy breakup. It wasn't just stage drama. It was the eruption of long-standing tensions that had been building quietly in the shadows of hip-hop. And now, the world was watching as alliances crumbled, reputations cracked, and the future of these artists hung in the balance. The morning after the explosive scene, the hip-hop industry was in complete shock. Headlines dominated every major entertainment outlet. Remy Ma easily dumps Remy Ma on stage. 50 Cent explodes in public confrontation and chaos in hip-hop. Overnight, what should have been just another performance turned into one of the most viral and humiliating scandals of the year. Clips from the confrontation circulated endlessly on TikTok, Twitter, X, and Instagram. Fans dissected every second of the Eazy statement, every flicker of emotion on Remy's face, and every furious word from 50 Cent. Some slowed the footage down to analyze 50's body language, while others dug into EY's past interviews, searching for hidden signs of tension. The drama wasn't just trending, it had taken over. For Remy Ma, the humiliation was unbearable. Known for her strength and her unshakable presence, she suddenly found herself at the center of ridicule. Memes painted her as played in public with captions mocking her situation. But at the same time, a wave of sympathy rose from fans who felt she didn't deserve to be embarrassed on such a massive stage. Supporters rallied under hashtags like #StandWithRemy and #RespectRemy, demanding that the industry stop treating her pain like entertainment. Meanwhile, Eazy was doubling down. In the days following the performance, he posted cryptic messages online. One read, "Some truths can't stay hidden forever." Another, "Better in the light than in the dark." These posts sparked intense speculation. Was he hinting at something deeper about his relationship with Remy Ma? Was this breakup about betrayal, or was it a move to protect his own image? But the person who truly kept the story alive was 50 Cent, known for his mastery of social media. He wasted no time in addressing the incident. In typical 50 fashion, he mixed sharp humor with brutal honesty. His posts roasted Eazy for what he told me my nodes. He called weak energy while at the same time defending Remy Ma against public humiliation. Fans were divided. Some praised 54 for stepping up, while others accused him of inserting himself into drama that wasn't his business. Still, 50 Cent's involvement shifted the narrative. It was no longer just about Remy and Eazy. It was now about loyalty, respect, and the unspoken rules of hip-hop culture. Public disrespect, especially on stage, was seen as crossing a line. And when someone like 50 calls you out, the entire industry pays attention. Behind the scenes, insiders whispered about tension building long before this public explosion. Rumors circulated that Eazy had grown frustrated with being seen as the side story in Remy's narrative. Others suggested that 50 Cent and Eazy already had unresolved beef, and this was the spark that lit the fire. Some even hinted that there were deeper industry politics at play, that alliances were shifting, and that this public meltdown was the first sign of a bigger war brewing. As the days turned into weeks, the fallout spread. Remy Ma began pulling out of certain appearances, keeping a low profile while the storm raged on. Eazy tried to spin the story, giving vague interviews that only fueled speculation. And 50 Cent, he turned the moment into a rallying cry, warning the new generation of rappers about respect and realness in the culture. For fans, the incident became something bigger than gossip, became a symbol of how messy personal lives and public personas collide in the unforgiving spotlight of fame. Was it entertainment? Yes, but it was also real pain, real anger, and real humiliation unfolding in front of millions. Some fans debated whether Remy Ma should cut ties with both men, focus on rebuilding her career, and remind the world of her legendary talent. Others wanted her to clap back lyrically, dropping a diss track that would silence the mockery and reclaim her respect. Hip-hop has always thrived on battles, and many believe this incident could ignite one of the fiercest rivalries in recent memory. And then there was the biggest question of all. What's next for 50 Cent and Eazy? Their confrontation didn't just end when security stepped in. It lingered, unresolved, simmering. Insiders claimed there were private threats exchanged, and promoters worried about putting both artists on the same lineup again for the industry. The fear wasn't just about the drama, it was about whether it could spill over into something even more dangerous. The story may have started with humiliation, but it ended with an industry on edge. Lines were drawn, alliances were questioned, and reputations were forever changed. What fans witnessed on that stage wasn't just chaos. It was history in the making, the kind of scandal that will be remembered for years to come. This story is far from over, and you know, the hip-hop world never sleeps. What happened between Remy, Ma, Eazy, and 50 Cent has already shaken the culture. But the bigger question is, what happens next? Will Remy clap back and remind everyone why she's one of the most respected lyricists in the game? Will Eazy regret putting his personal life on blast in front of the world? Or will 50 Cent continue to stir the pot until this explodes into a full-scale industry war? One thing is certain, you don't want to miss what comes next. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. And drop your thoughts in the comments. Was 50 right to step in? Or did he just add fuel to the fire?